Alright, I think we're going to start in about a minute here.
Sounds like a plane.
Yeah, do you know, is there any way I can ask whoever's admin of my chat to give me admin of my chat?
Well, you have
Is
to
that
figure out the
possible?
admin. You figure out who's the admin is, and then message them.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they can decide who can be the new administration.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't turn it over to someone else. I don't know how you do that. I think once you leave the chat, it just automatically gives it to someone else. I don't. But
it probably goes to the next longest affiliated person in that chat.
But yeah, there's no way to turn it over to someone else. You just have to start a new chat again.
Yeah.
Just message them and just be like, "Give me my chat back."
Yeah, but they can't. There's nothing they can do.
Don't let that stop you.
Well, unless they
petty, insignificant details.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in good time, because to be honest with you, I've been doing later night lists with about, I don't know, 8 people.
Oh, you're gonna want the La Carew on this one.
La Carew. Le Croisier.
the croissant.
Les croissants.
I've been doing later night lists with a handful of people, and it's just so much better than being in big lobbies with 30 people, you know, and kind of, you know, I can actually get through loads more jobs that I've been wanting to play for ages, you know.
I mean, I love the big playlists, but usually you get a lot. Yep, I don't know. Kind of.
Teddy had a big lobby yesterday. I joined that One Make Monday yesterday.
Oh, is that?
Oh yeah, he gets a pretty big crowd on Mondays because he gets like the GCC guys, I think.
Yeah, we had mid-20s in the lobby.
Yeah, his Mondays are starting to be bigger than his Fridays.
Yeah.
His Fridays used to.
And we're all running contact too. It's a lot of players be running contact.
CSI, you should. So I did actually see your video on it.
On what?
All I could think of one what's it called? 1 minute.
Oh, One Make Monday. You watched the stream?
Yeah. All I could think of, dude, was you need to start doing road courses again, mixed with your walled off road jobs. I mean, I loved that shit when you were doing it, you know.
Oh yeah, I used to do Pure Race Showcase.
Yeah, because you had it mixed up, man. I mean, like, you know, a massive request from me is, you know, start mixing them together again, you know, because it was so awesome when you were doing it, you know.
Yeah, I was taking half the jobs from Race Wars and half jobs from Off-Road Championship.
Yeah. I mean, is there any way you could possibly consider doing it again or something? Or
it's not something I'm interested in doing. It was just too much on my plate, just doing the Off-Road Championship. So I decided to end that event so I can just only focus on this.
Yeah.
Because this takes up all my time.
Yeah. Well, it shows. It shows that you put a lot of effort in these playlists, and then obviously you're making your own races too, so it's definitely appreciated.
But MJ's Saturday list is kind of a mix of street and off-road, so he's
been doing that. Try to. I'm a little bit more willing to like put in like an oddball track or two, you know, like some kind of gadget track or like an extreme off-road track, just to mix it up. Try to, you know, get some actual variety. Get out of the usual 100 races, whatever. I don't know if there's a usual 100 races, but
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna open up a new chat with like the people that I can't add to my old one, and it'll just have it just for lists only or something, you know. But yeah, because I'd love to have joined that, you know. But
yeah, I think some of the crap playlists are kind of a mixed bag too, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Drunk Tanks. I think his Wednesday night is mixed bag. Yosha does a dirty like off-road on Thursdays, but he usually throws in like one of the like a demolition derby style.
Well, he also does street rallies in there too, so there's some street racing there.
Yeah, it's called Dirty Thursday, but yeah, there'll be some street tracks, but those tend to be pretty crap heavy playlists. Like there's a lot of Yosha and Drunk Tank tracks.
Yeah, they have kind of a small catalog of tracks they picked from.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed the people who do the GPs in GCCC never came over to the 5. I know they're quite happy doing their stuff on the 4, you know.
Yeah, they still doing that World Track Championship on PS4? They haven't moved it to 5 yet?
I assume so, you know.
I think they were talking about it. I don't know if they actually did it, though.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I think a lot of people on this game are just waiting out until the new game, and whenever we can do whatever we're doing on the 5, you know.
DSI, I meant to ask, how long is a season for your off-road series or whatever it is?
It takes about 3 months.
3 months. Okay, so this is the best stuff from the last 3 months.
Yeah, so everything we're playing here is like 3 months old. Because it was from the previous season.
I watched one of your videos, or it might have been one of Gio's videos from 5 years ago, when Hanneman was involved and live streaming, and like just looking at all the names, and I was amazed of how many names just stopped playing this game entirely. You know, and there's obviously new people that have joined, and I was just thinking to myself, well, assuming 6 is going to come out, and assuming they're still in positions where they can play games again, I imagine all those people are just going to come straight back, you know?
Well, some of them probably will. Some of them move on, do other things in life.
Or died or something.
Yep.
And I know that's a morbid thing to say, but look,
no,
like,
it happens.
Yeah, I don't think
when a creator stops creating, I always panic, like, oh, did they die or something?
You know, like, yeah, Road Warrior passed away a couple months ago.
Yeah, Tony Fred, I think he died
some cool
too.
Tracks. I mean, one of his tracks, like he's got one of my favorite banger tracks, and then he's got this sweet fucking off-road crazy rally it's called Donkey Gooch. Fucking love that race. It's one of those races where people either seem to really like it or they just absolutely hate it.
It was genuinely sad when I read this update on Social Club, and it says if I'm not here back by Feb 2022 or something like that, just assume I'm gone or something like that, you know. And
Tony Fred?
It's like, fuck, yeah. And it also made me think as well, I mean, how all these people never would have the chance to see GTA 6, you know, and I don't know, it's just a bit of a sad thought, you know. It's like, you know, when the new Star Wars...
I gotta say though, like, I think for the people that are actually, you know, no longer present, I gotta think that, like, when they're, you know... When they're, you know, shuffling off the mortal coil, I don't think a lot of them were probably too worried about GTA 6.
Yeah. Maybe I'm going on it for my but yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But I think when you're actually there, your priorities are gonna probably shift a bit.
But then again,
Doctor, what about GTA 6?
But
Yes.
What makes me think?
Am I gonna live long enough to see it?
Yeah.
I suppose what makes me think that is that post though on Social Club. It was just like there's still that like still being interested in that game when your time's up, you know, and it's for him to post that on Social Club anyway, you know.
I just keep thinking of like, I'm sorry, sir, but you unfortunately only have 6 months to live. But GTA 6 not going to be out for another 18 months. I want a refund. I want a second opinion.
Well, do you know when Star Wars? You know when the new Star Wars series came out?
On this.
Which one? There's been so many of them now.
So the one that was the
newest one.
What it was called?
The Acolyte.
The one where they're looking for the map to find Skywalker.
Oh, is that? Oh, wait, are you talking about like a movie or the series? Like a series?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, isn't that Rogue One?
I'm gonna use the Rattel on this.
Rogue One was based in back in the day, right, when Vader was still alive.
Oh, you're talking about one of the newer ones. One of the like episode 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah. So it was like when we met Kylo Ren for the first time.
Oh, that one, yeah. The Force Awakens or something.
Yeah,
like that.
That's what it was called. And they were showing like these like young disabled people who had terminal cancer or whatever. And I was like thinking to myself, man, you're showing them the series and they're just going to be thinking, what comes after? You know, it's like it's kind of a bit cruel.
Maybe.
In a sense.
I don't know. Those I don't know, like that third trilogy, it started off okay, but it didn't get better.
I didn't watch the last one.
I mean, it's pretty clearly it's like the typical corporate writing by committee effect, and it seems like there was too many writers and not enough executive writers making decisions.
The battle scenes were illogical as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Star Wars has always been very cartoon physics. I mean, like, first off, in space, you don't hear any sounds, so you don't hear any of the World War II plane sounds when the X-Fighters or X-Wings and the oh, this is a cool track. Whose track is this?
I love that.
Ricky's.
Yeah, Ricky H88.
Ricky Bobby.
And he's one of
awesome.
He's one of our crew members. Or is he the crew leader? I always get him mixed with Flop.
No, Flop is
the crew leader.
Yeah, with AGM.
Yeah, Ricky and Flop. They're always together.
Wait, are these like? Are you talking Worc?
Yeah.
No, the GCCC crew.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, what I was saying though, sorry, in Star Wars, there's like a lot of like in the last ones.
Fuck.
I've watched military strategists break down the military battles and just how many decisions in that were awful, you know?
Yeah.
For example, why would you waste all your bombers? Like, it just would make no sense just to waste...
Well, no, they wouldn't. But actually in Rogue One, though, like, General Leia, she fucking ends up, doesn't she, like, fucking dress down the guy that, like, doesn't she dress him down for, like, wasting their whole fucking bombing fleet on this one suicide mission? Like, she dresses them down for that, so, like, that's, like, one of the few times they actually try to account. But, I mean, I don't know, like, there's a lot of impossibility factors. Oh, that was pretty slick. I saw that to the side.
Yeah, it was a little nosedive across the ladder bridge.
Endo.
Surprised it didn't fall in one of the cracks.
But like the biggest implausibility thing in Star Wars is the fact that like stormtroopers can't like they can't hit shit. Like it's just constant. Like they can't hit anybody that's like 50 feet away from them or more reliably with like more than 5 clips.
I wish they had a buff, you know, so they were actually like like the Marines or something, you know, or like Delta Force or something like that. So they were just actually, machines.
Well,
it's
it's possible that it might be halfway. I don't know about realistic, but plausible when you start thinking that the entire Stormtrooper army. Oh, this is kind of funky.
Oh, Mr. Nice H. Marks
They're
was here.
basically they're clone conscripts, right? Like they're conscripts and clones. So you got to figure, like, in terms of going to your military history kind of awareness, like conscripts are not high quality.
Oh, I did not realize the track went back on itself
and
there.
You got to figure that clones probably wouldn't really make that any better.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know, maybe it is halfway plausible.
Essentially, what they're used as is sort of aerial denial, and to draw the fire out, whilst their elite would take on the resistance or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I get your point about them being like dumbasses. But I always thought, imagine how cool it would be if there was a film and the film was based on just them, and it was like Save It Private Ryan or something, and you get to watch their suicide missions from their point of view, where they have no chance of winning,
Well, I mean, wasn't that was Rogue One's kind of plot in a nutshell? Like, they're going on this suicide mission to get the... Oh, man, fucking this guy's racing. Go ahead.
Gee, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just... Fuck. Was having a good race until I wasn't.
Oh, but can you imagine if they made the Stormtroopers so they actually were good at firing the guns and stuff,
Yeah, the Rebels would have never won. It'd be a totally different series of movies.
From my understanding, all their guns pretty much are World War II weapons, but they just modified the guns so they look futuristic.
Oh, they're even older than Han Solo's gun. That's an old 1890s Mauser pistol. Like, it was one of the first rapid shot semi-automatic pistols. And then that big, what is it? Those big oversized sniper rifles that the Sand People used. I think those are old. What is it? These old sniper rifles. They're like these funky I can't think of it right now. Oh, it's a double block old school sniper rifles from like the 1890s as well.
I know the blaster is a Lewis gun without the magazine.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because the Lewis gun has that the
big the pancake magazine. Yeah, that's such a weird design.
And I
was gonna bookmark that. Fuck.
And I think
you say that every time.
I didn't say it the first one. Nothing of not. Well, I get distracted.
I think the Stormtroopers carried the MG-34 from World War II. I think it is. It's not the MG-42. It's the one before the MG-42.
They got that side magazine. Something like that, yeah. Relax RC.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool too. I think you'll like this one.
Okay, so it's an RC track.
No, it's not. I think RC stands for Rallycross.
Oh, I was like, okay. I'm like, cool. I get to use my...
Yeah, most people use RX, but this They called it RC. But when we come back, we'll be jumping through that glory hole right there you see in front of you.
What the fuck? I've never seen anything like that in a race before.
That's really quite,
he's got those little floating arrows.
Quite trippy.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh boy.
It might have been better to leave this with non-contact.
And I totally missed that checkpoint. Fuck.
They're called those, you know, transparent's not the right word. What's it called when the kind of ghost arrows? You know what I mean? It's they're in the game, but there's no hitbox to them at all.
What, the painted arrows?
Yeah, you know, they're just sort of levitating and you can go straight. What's that word called? It's not transparent. Is it translucent?
Translucent means that you can see light through it, but not clearly. I think they're more transparent than translucent.
They're really cool though.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
the floating
nice
arrows. Floating paint.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Oh, fucking cool!
There's a new bridge.
Wow.
It's like
that's
totally
awesome.
he totally built a bridge that goes over the canyon.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's funny. I didn't even notice the bridge till he pointed it out to me. It's like, look at that bridge I built, and I thought, oh wait, oh yeah, that bridge isn't supposed to be there. It looks so good.
The fuck? Wow. This is a trippy race.
Yeah.
Feel free to remind me to bookmark this one when we get to that state. Cause I want to bookmark this shit.
Relax. It's a reference to that song. Relax.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Yeah.
When you wanna come. And then you jump through the glory hole.
I actually,
and then crash into the waterfall.
I actually saw a video clip of that band, whatever that band is, doing their the original version of that.
Is it Fugazi?
It's no. That's funny. You just said that.
Oh no, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm literally listening to Fugazi right now. That's fucking hilarious. And it's hilarious that you would think that Fugazi did that song.
Yeah, no, I got it mixed up with Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah,
they both start with F.
They do. That's probably where the similarities abruptly end. But
I believe they were on. I believe they were on Vice City.
5C.
They were what?
I believe Frankie Goes to Hollywood were on Vice City.
Oh, maybe. But I saw this video where I saw it was like a video of the original version of Relax, and dude, it was almost a totally different song. Like the only thing that they had the same words, and the main melody was similar, but everything else was way different. And they're all playing it live, and they're all dressed up very goofy, kind of early 80s kind of gender bender, and they're all super skinny. It was a really weird video.
That was a really weird time as well, you know.
Yes, it was.
I wasn't around then, but you know, just the whole new romantic thing and the whole goth scene and all the stuff, you know, and it always amazes me that people think just wearing black clothes equals goth, and it's just, I don't know, it's ask the people in the 80s, they'll tell you, you know.
Yeah, you need the eyeliner. can't be goth without the eyeliner. Anybody can wear black, but not everybody wears eyeliner. That's how they separate the real goths from the wannabes.
One thing that amazes me as well is
whether you smoke cloves.
What
eyeliner and cloves.
One thing that amazes me is, you know, punk being from the 70s as well. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine because that makes all the punks really, really old, you know? And, you know, but I still think America did punk better than the UK.
I mean, my two favorite, well, I guess Fugazi's well, I love Minor Threat, so they're punk, and then I like Fugazi, but they're post-punk. So, I mean, my favorite punk band is still probably always going to be Dead Kennedys, man. They had the best songwriting. I think,
oh my god, bands. I didn't make it. Oh.
Yeah.
Any of the punk bands. Like, both in terms of lyrics and the music. Music's badass, man. They got really sweet arrangements.
Yeah, I first heard them on Tony Hawk's 1 or 2 or whatever, like when I was a kid.
Dead Kennedys was on one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, and exposed me to so much music growing up. You know, I do go to, you know, some bars locally and, you know, watch the punk bands and all the rest of it, you know, and but one thing that amazed me about the punks is the most punk people you can meet don't look punk at all, you know.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole punk thing, it's been commercialized at this point, right? It's been commercialized co-ops, so it's like all the outward trappings of like the look and the edgy, like, oh, I got crazy hair and piercings and blah blah blah. It's like, it's kind of more what's the word? It's more artifice than art at this point. I guess is probably a good way of putting it.
Yeah, because you guys have that store Hot Topic in the US, right?
Yeah, it's like your punk mall store. I remember the book market, haha.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you.
God damn. And kind of host are you anyway?
When I went to Hot Topic in America, when I went, you know, however long ago it was, I just remember being amazed of the idea of a chain selling those type of clothes, you know.
Yeah. Going back to that PSA, it was hilarious remember on Saturday night where Gnarly, like, we were doing some race and then Gnarly was like, oh, I gotta bookmark this. He's like, but I always forget. And so then the race ends, and then, like, we get into that screen, and I tell him, I'm like, okay, don't forget to bookmark it. And then, like, it goes on, you know, then it times out. And then he's all like, oh shit, I forgot to bookmark it. I don't know.
He was off in La La Land when you told him.
He spaces out. I think I've done this one before.
Yeah, we did this last week.
We did. Okay, alright.
This is one of the top voted tracks you voted on.
I tried looking up those tracks, like you said, through the playlist, and I cannot for the life of me get to the, oh, we're doing this in Biff does.
Well, didn't the link should take you right to the thread. It doesn't take you to the thread?
It's all, I don't know, man. I mean, it's like I'm doing it on my phone through the app.
Yeah, if you click on that link I post for the GCC event page, it'll take you straight to the thread, and I have the whole season laid out there. Every season, every track we're going to be running this season, I have bookmarks all there for you. You can bookmark every track.
Oh, somebody went for the Nagasaki.
Anything highlighted in orange is a link to something.
Oh fuck! You both took Nagasaki's. Shit. Is that the better choice?
The Doom, I forgot what it's called, the Outlaw.
Outlaw, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I love this thing, man.
I like the Outlaw better for off-road tracks.
Yeah, it saddens me how little people.
I mean, technically the
vehicle.
Bifta is supposed to be faster, but I think off-road actually the Outlaw's better.
Yeah, it saddens me how little people actually race this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to make a follow-up to my series of this thing, you know.
You gonna make another Outlaw track?
Yeah, at some point.
Well, you got what, 4 right now, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to try those out.
Yeah, they're pretty. Well, I don't need to big my own stuff up, but they're pretty good, you know.
I don't doubt it. You'll have to maybe
well,
after
number
this
4
playlist.
is number 4 is verified.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
really? Oh wow. That's pretty cool. I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, I just love this thing, you know. And then I made
what's the name of it?
On my job.
Yeah, the verified one.
MG
something. All right, I can find it.
Smugglers Run 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. So, God, you got a good memory. I was going to say Outlaw 4, and I was like, I couldn't even remember what it was called. And then I
can't remember the name of your old track.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, terrible. I have another job. So I made a like a stunt racer, 100% prop thing with a spiral in for this vehicle, and I'd never seen the stunters make anything for the Outlaw, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and do it. So there's 2 jobs. In fact, actually, I don't know, Theoside, if you might have even run my second Outlaw job in your other list with off-road stunt races.
I thought I ran all 4 of them.
No, it's Sacred Geometry. It's not that part of that series.
Oh, Sacred Geometry.
But there's one job that it's really stunty, not horribly stunty, but it's got off-road on it. So you could run that in your other list where there's no stunts.
Raid.
No stunts in. Yeah.
Oh, next week there'll be 2 Rally Raid playlists. There'll be one on Monday and one on Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah, I love this vehicle so much. I was so glad that it finally came on this game, you know. This vehicle was so cool.
Well, if you love it so much, why don't you marry?
I like Smugglers Run number 3 also. 3 and 4, I really like both of them.
Smugglers Run 3.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Smugglers Run 3 is one that goes for the windmill. That's the one we ran for the windmill playlist.
Yeah. Smugglers 1, 2, 3 and 4 are probably the best. I think 2 and 3 are my personal favourite ones. 4's good as well, but when I think about it, I wish there were things that I did differently on it. But yeah, it's great that
well, you can always go back and improve it.
No, I don't like doing that. I kind of figured that if it was built at that time and that felt perfect at that time, so therefore that's how it stays, you know.
Fuck.
You know, because so with me, what I do is, so I'll create a job, I'll send it around, I'll post it a few times. And once I post it a few times, I'll just forget about them, you know. I forget about my jobs, and I'll revisit them every now and then, but I just kind of got this move on to the next thing type mentality. And I was actually horrified that when I tried to open up my jobs from 5 years ago, it said,
oh no, you missed a checkpoint! Oh my god, and he doesn't know it! He doesn't realize it yet!
Yeah, when I tried to open up my... When I tried to open up my jobs from a couple of years ago, it says this job is invalid or something.
Yeah.
So I could never say update candy caned or anything like that. So they are just forever.
Well, you just have to find the props that need to be changed, and then it'll work again.
Yeah.
There are certain track pieces, and there's certain arrows. A lot of the arrow signs need to be changed.
Well, I managed to. So when you asked me to fix that job, so I could add the I forgot what it's called, but that SUV in the sports class. Forgot what it's called. But Rockstar removed it, so you can no longer buy it from the websites anymore. Do you know that vehicle I'm talking about?
Which one?
The SUV in the sports class.
The Strider?
Yeah. And then you asked me if I could fix the grid so it wasn't... So the Strider was literally stuck on... Whoever was hosting it was just stuck on a prop.
Yeah. It was on a fence post.
Yeah, yeah. So what I did is I went back and fixed it, but it's a good job that you pointed it out to me when you did, because that is impossible for me to do now, so I wouldn't be able to go back and update it in any way, shape or form. So yeah, I mean I'm trying to think of what, because you mentioned it before to me before. It's a certain
But you did
arrow.
fix it though, right? I thought you did. I remember you fixed it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I fixed it. It is fixed now. But it's a good job you mentioned it to me when you did, because had I said, yeah, I'll do it for you Sunday for your side, and then had I not have done it, got around to doing it, it would have been impossible for me to edit. So it would have just been forever broken, you know?
Well, a lot of those jobs are easy to fix. Those invalid jobs, all you have to do is pick up the prop and put it back down, and then it'll be the new version of the prop.
HSW on?
Yeah, it's not a very... You don't really want to use a Vajero on this. I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
I would go like a SDX or the new Dominator GT or FX.
I'm going to try the FX.
I'm going to go SDX Buffalo. Yeah, it's a technical rallycross. You're not going to get the HSW advantage on this.
Yeah, no, I was just confirming. I wasn't planning on... I don't know, I'd just like to know.
Oh, and it's raining. Ooh. Yeah, I was racing that FX earlier on the earlier playlist. It's really nice. Yeah, we had a job with the FX, the ASP, the Drift Yosemite, and what was the other one? Oh, it was the Coquette Blackfin. They had those four together.
Interesting.
Yeah, ASP and the FX, they were really close. They're really close. They were battling it.
This guy's in a
picador?
It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a slow pick.
He's doing pretty good.
What I'm in.
Of course, I guess it's a little easier to do well in a slower car.
The Picador's actually pretty nice. I like racing that thing.
I've never actually used it before.
And the Picador is four-wheel drive, so it drives nice. It handles his rally tracks well. Yeah. Just the Picador and the Buffalo SDX. I think the EVX is also all-wheel drive. I think those are the only muscle cars with all-wheel drive.
I'm hoping, you know, when they finally kill this game off and last update and all the rest of it, I'm hoping the last car that gets released ever is going to be the golf cart, but it's in the sports class, and it's going to be like the fastest sports car possible.
A golf cart?
You know? Yeah, so it's just going to be like some ridiculous, overpowered golf cart that will just beat absolutely everything. I'm praying that's going to be the last vehicle, you know, or some, you know, wacky vehicle or something like that, you know, and it will just be absolute dominant, you know.
Yeah, that's funny, the weird decisions they've made over the years.
This FX is just floating through these turns, man. This thing is
Drives
really
nice.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think you're kind of walking away from me a bit, but
yeah, I think because of the rain.
Yeah,
the
rains.
has the advantage here.
But I mean, I do have off-roads on this thing, so it actually feels pretty good for the most part. It's just a little sluggish in the rain.
Yeah, I don't even have off-roads on mine. I think it's some sort of sports. I might have sport wheels on mine.
I pretty much have off-roads on everything.
I used to, but nowadays I put on what I think looks good. It's like, yeah, screw it. I don't care if it's a little less performance. I want my car to look good.
I think of any one adjustment in the car that isn't doesn't have like a overt statistic associated with it when you're like in Los Santos. I think of like the little your wheels probably have the biggest effect on your car handling. So I've been kind of a wingnut about trying different wheels for years. And I think it makes a noticeable difference when you go from one setup to another.
Yeah, it's amazing how much faster this is than a picador. Go flying past that guy. Yeah, I've been testing one of my tracks. Actually, I think we're playing it tonight. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Pegasus Rallycross. I've been testing every single vehicle on that because I'm trying to figure out how to break up the tiers on it.
Great. Oh wow, that's a lot of testing.
Oh,
Jesus.
I know. Yeah, I've been spending hours on it. Because I think I'm gonna break it up into I think what's it, 7? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. I'm gonna make 7 tiers for it. Trying to make all the classes balanced, so it's like doesn't matter which car you pick. It's gonna be about the same as the other car the other person picks.
It's like the more I gain, admittedly secondhand understanding of like the race creation process, the more I'm kind of astounded by like there's a lot of overt similarities between like trying to make a good track and then trying to actually make a good music track in terms of having the ideas and then developing it and having the lines line up and everything balanced and blah blah blah. It's kind of trippy. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then you're just trying to keep track of all your tracks. If you start making a bunch, you have over 100 different tracks, and that's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot of tracking in there.
You talk about music or racetracks?
Both. That's the thing. There's so many, there's a lot of, and it's funny because it's like, even like the music that I write, there tends to be a lot of motion. It tends to be pretty kinetic, and you know, a good song is like having a good race, right? Where you're zipping through the circuit, and like
contact.
It's, you know, you generally know what the overall plan is, but but if you're doing it right, like no lap is ever the same. Or in real life, okay, this is Pegasus.
This is the one I've been testing.
So is this only Pegasus vehicles?
No, it's located right next to this Pegasus airport hangar. That's why it's called Pegasus. But I currently have this track broken up into 4 tiers, but I'm going to add 3 more tiers to it. So I'm...
Holy shit. There's so many options and I only have one custom. That's hilarious.
Which one do you got?
The Frontier.
Yeah, that one's alright. I'm going to take that one too. The Squatty is a little bit quicker, but Frontier has better handling.
Yeah, I think the worst thing any creator can do of anything is to try and make their jobs fit in, and you know, because there are some creators out there whose jobs, it's hard to tell whose job it is when there's a lot of crews that all do the same thing. And what I discovered from talking to some GP creators is that Broughty guy has this formula of what a good job is, and they're all trying to create pretty much the same jobs of each other just so they can get verified by him. And it's just like, well, what exactly does verified by him exactly even mean?
Well, it meets his standards. That's his verification.
Yeah, but you don't have that. Do you know what I mean? You don't have that. You'll, as long as it's off-road and it's not, I don't know, you know.
Well, our verification is based off the votes, so you guys,
exactly.
It's whoever votes decides what the best jobs are.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't. You've never, or anyone in GCCC has ever turned around and said, "Hey, you need to have these as an apex prop. You can only use these roads, these and roads."
Yeah.
You know, and to me personally, because of this arbitrary YouTubers crew deciding what is good, everyone's job is just, everyone in that scene's job is just not unique. It's all the same thing, and I think what so what's your name again? More Giovanni?
Close enough. Just call me just MJ.
MJ,
yeah.
More Giovanni. More
Nero.
Saying,
Nero.
Yeah, about
Joel Nero 23.
Joel Nero.
So what you're saying about music is like, you know, everyone could just choose to be the same band, and just make exactly the same music, or you
that's already which has been going on for a long time now.
Yeah, and for me, you know, so many creators in certain scenes they're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I've been guilty of that. I've been guilty of just making the same job over and over and over again. But
well, everyone has their own style, so you're basically building in your style.
Yeah. But then you know, I guess I'm always trying to evolve it and keep it going, and you know, and
well, you know, most change tends to be incremental, so it's like you keep doing the same thing, but then you change one little thing this time, and then another little thing next time, and then a third little thing than the time after that, and then sometimes if you get enough space from them and then you do them again, you're like, oh, if I put all these changes in the same thing, then it's actually, now it's like a new thing. Yeah. And then that's I mean, that's the way that my music tends to progress, because I mean, it's funny because, you know, I've been going through and belatedly like trying to categorize to catalog everything so I can, you know, find stuff better, you know, like index everything. And so I've been going through and taking each song. I gotta like listen to each part, figure out what key it's in, get the tempo in there, and then like make reference notes. And you know, it's just like you were saying, it's like half the stuff is basically the same shit warmed over. But a little bit different you know, every time, and then those differences, you know, they accumulate, and you can start taking the differences and then playing with those and make that the main thing. And then you start making more mistakes. But then sometimes, you know, the mistakes actually end up being really fucking cool little happy accidents. So
I'm trying to catalog every race we've used in
I know.
in this playlist.
I'm wishing I would have started this a lot earlier, because this is going to probably take about a good 40 plus hours to get everything logged that I have. I can't fucking believe how much stuff I've accumulated over the years.
That's awesome. Yeah, it works well with these vehicles. This job.
Yeah, you can also race the fast vehicles in this one. I have a fast tiers as well.
Is this so? This is a new track?
No, this is an older track. I'm just
okay.
expanding the tiers. I'm gonna make some more copies of it, so you can race different vehicles on it.
Which tier is it? Oh, it's tier 3. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the slow tier.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make 2 slow tiers, and I'm gonna make 2 mid tiers, and then I'm gonna make 3 top tier versions.
Ooh. Yeah, I think the mid tier, that'd be pretty sweet option on this.
Yeah, like Tropos and Omnis, they're nice to drive around here.
I was thinking GB200.
Yep.
That'd be pretty nice.
Yep, I'll have that in one of the tiers. It'll probably be GB200 and... Actually, I got all the sports figured out. I was writing them down over there.
Oh man, I might have to do a Dead Kennedys cover, like crazy breakbeat, fucking IDM style.
What happened to the singer? What's his name? Giallo Biafra. Why did he not return to the band?
I think there was personality and or business clashes that popped up in the last couple of albums, and I think it just festered, and people, you know, just, you know, egos clash, and then they get in the way, and
so that
I don't exactly
awesome.
know all the details, and honestly, it's like, I love the Dead Kennedys, but like, I've really just been like, I don't even want to know why they broke up. It's just sad, but they put out 4, 5 really solid albums that are just classics. Each one of them is every one of them is worth listening to.
Yeah, sorry, DSL, I did like your job, I just didn't press like, but yeah, it's an awesome job.
Alright. Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna say Tropos is probably the best one.
You sure it's not the Sugoi?
or maybe it's the Blista Compact.
Oh, that's always that's always the first option. Any race it's available in.
Oh, a Kuruma.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
I thought it was just locked to this. Never mind.
You thought it was locked to the Kuruma?
Yeah, I just seen it and just pressed yeah, but never mind. Interesting car. I'd love it if they gave us some actual off-road props, you know, so we make 100% off-road creations.
Make sure you make a left before the Joker lap.
Thanks for the heads up. Oh, that got me first.
Yeah, we played this one last week.
Oh, those are fucking hay bales.
I think it was last week you went through the Joker lap, wasn't it? Or was that someone else?
Oh, might as well have been me. If it wasn't last week, it was probably the week before.
Yeah, this is one of the jobs that we ran last week. The top 3 voted tracks from the previous round, they go to the next round and get played again.
I'm still determined to make a long haul with the lawnmower.
A lawnmower? That sounds boring.
That sounds a little monotonous.
And well, I was going to lock it to 99 laps as well.
99 laps.
Yeah.
That
the
doesn't sound
lawnmower
monotonous at all.
But yeah, so that was the idea, but then I realized exactly how long it would take just to do one lap.
Oh, yeah, everyone's
So I
gonna love that.
uploaded
No one will definitely downvote that.
Good. That one's definitely to get verified by Rockstar.
Yeah.
First week.
Well, I had that idea in my head to be my last ever job on this game for a while, and
I think the technical term for those is intrusive thoughts, and those are the ones that you're not supposed to act on. Whatever part of your brain that's coming from should be considered suspect moving forward. I'm not saying.
I'm just. But I mean, and then I started going down the rabbit hole of how long would it take to do a playlist of 16 jobs, 99 laps, just in the lawnmower, you know, and have 16, you know, copy and paste jobs of each other. I mean, you'd be talking weeks, right? You know, I mean, it would take weeks to complete that, if not months.
The challenge is actually finding someone who's actually willing to do it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if you said to some people,
that's like the race equivalent of like a John Cage composition.
But do you know what I thought would be cool? Right, so if you finished a job and say, I don't know, say it's like a parkour or hard stunt, then you go on to the next job in the playlist, so not everyone starts the job at the same time.
Oh, sorry, bud. Here, I'll let you catch up.
So someone in the playlist could be well ahead of you, so someone would just spawn in a job, you know? So you know that job that I made where I had 5 jobs in one race?
Yeah.
And then you could be in an area on your own, and then all of a sudden another person would join that area, and then another person would leave the area. Yeah. And then all of a sudden 5 people would join an area. Well, imagine if it could be like that with playlists, you know? So it would be a case of the first race, on your marks, get set, go. And then you would have, say, 2 minutes between each job, and then it literally is a race to finish the playlist, you know. I thought that would be a really cool idea, you know.
Fuck, I waited too long.
What are you waiting for?
No, like when we had a little contact, I pulled over for you for a second. I was gonna let you catch up.
Oh yeah,
but then
you waited so long I flew past you.
Yeah, I know. And then I'm like, oh fuck. God, if I wasn't so sporting, I would have had first.
I wasn't even that far behind you. I just kind of went off. It was like when I hit you, I just kind of went off the track a little bit and then got back on again. It didn't screw me up too much.
Yeah, those first like 6 or 7 laps, man, I was on it.
Okay, club. This is like we're in the same area. Kind of a similar style track in the same area by a different creator. Okay. Let's do playlist rank first. Yeah, okay. Oh. That's right, didn't put it on contact. That's why I didn't show up. Okay, there's those options. Alright. You're gonna want the club on this one. Pretty much goes without saying.
I've been listening to the first Dead Candies album on my Apple stream, and they apparently did a remix of it back in 2022, and it sounds really good.
Oh, we got 2 people with the same liveries, different color. Oh, everyone has those liveries except for me.
Oh yeah, I got the same orange paint job with.
I'm the only one who has a different livery than you guys.
Safir Al-Bashar, or whatever his name is.
Do you know the same livery exists on Rackfest as well?
I don't doubt it.
It does look pretty cool.
I saw this Tesla last week that had a rust wrap on it.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
It looks stupid. It's just this obvious fucking silk screen. Like you're getting a silk screen of just to go left or right.
Left.
All right.
Yeah, the Joker lap is the big circle. A lot of creators they just use a big circle for their Joker lap.
That's the Jerker lap.
Yeah, it does kind of make it look like it's more obvious. Like, oh, I want to go that way. I see a big circle.
Yeah, it seems a little counterintuitive to me. I mean, it's good for flagging it, but yeah, the big circle makes you want to drive through it.
Yeah, I think going back to what you were saying about punk, though, I think the worst thing that happened to punk was bands like Sum 41 and Green Day and all that type stuff, you know. Bands that, you know, no doubt started as, you know, underground punk and then just become just commercial nonsense, you know. And same for Nirvana, you know. Nirvana didn't actually want to be a big band, you know, but they were sort of forced into being a big band.
They went big, but their music was still consistently like good up until
for sure.
Like they were doing, they were Kurt writes cool songs. I mean, those songs are pretty interesting and, you know, like musically compelling. And then, of course, they produced the hell out of them because you know what they had with Jack and Dino.
Oh, that's what they get for making good songs.
Well,
they should have known better to make crappy songs. And then they went big.
I just think it's just. I think the thing is just, you know, think about like selling out, you know, and like I don't know, like, you know, it's like punk is just inherently countercultural and things like that, and then when it becomes the culture, and I don't know. I mean, I found out that what's his name? That guy from NOFX. What's his name? Mad Fat Fight Mike or something like that. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know that guy.
Not off the top of my head.
You know NOFX? You must know NOFX.
Oh, yes, I've heard them a little bit. I can't actually think of anything they've done off the top of my head.
So they came around like late 80s, like mostly dominant in the 90s to early 2000s. But like that guy lives in like a mansion, and it's just like, what, like I don't know. I find it hard to listen to bands that go on about capitalism and all the rest of it, yet they're millionaires and stuff like that,
Oh shit.
Well, that was always the irony of Rage Against the Machine, right? Like,
yeah,
Rage Against the Machine, but they're on like one of the big labels that have been, like sucking up all the talent and the money in the industry, then keeping it all for themselves at the expense of the people that actually making the music.
I don't get me wrong, like their music is great, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you. And Suicidal Tendencies had that song called Fuck You, Do What I Tell Ya, or something like that.
No, that's Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is there another? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Suicidal Tendencies, you must know them as well.
Yes.
I think I talked to you about this before. So they've got a song called Fuck You, Do What I Tell Ya, and that's a response to Rage Against the Machine. It's just the whole thing about it is like, yeah, you're, saying that you're these commies or whatever, but like really you're just these, these wealthy people, and like you're just.
Well, usually the response to that, that's like it from a certain perspective that's accurate, but there usually the response is, well, the reason we went with the bigger publishers, we want to have more audience to get our message of music across, and that, so, and obviously if you do that right, then you make more money at it. So, I don't know.
I'll also have the...
Yeah, what's more important, getting the message out or not making money?
But then, what I would call them out on stuff like that is well, what about that, those mansions you have, is that helping getting your message across? And
I guess they could have just gave all their money to charity or something.
Well, yeah, but then then there's the other side of it where it's like, okay, say you're a professional musician who makes his money playing music, so you want to get a big house.
Yeah, 3 laps.
So you can actually have like a band practice in your house. So, and then getting a big house in any American metropolitan area that you want to live in is going to run you at least 7 figures at this point. So,
but surely that argument would be like, well, actually, private ownership and capitalism isn't actually really that bad after all. And just like I don't know. I mean, like
yeah,
for
400.
me,
is this a transform?
It is. So it's only part of the race.
The idea of a millionaire, like communist, is just too painful for me to get my head around, but I like their music, and
Wee.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd love to see Rage Against the Machine if I could,
I don't like those fucking smoke. I hate the smoke screen, man. Sorry.
Yeah, it was what would they call it?
Oh,
it's one of those transforms that moves you to a different location.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Is he back then, Kahneman then?
Yeah, it kind of is. He every once in a while he comes out with a new track and then he disappears for a long time.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, you did.
And I hit the I hit the slow pads.
Oh, someone else. Yeah, there's slow pads either way. So.
I was told that Honda car is his brother in real life.
Really? Huh.
And they sort of sound similar, but he's also disappeared. Honda car.
Yeah, Handyman. He's like, he comes in every once in a while. He updates a job every once in a while, and then you never really see him.
Fucking dunes.
I think he's more focused on doing other games. He doesn't really play this game anymore.
He was playing Gran Turismo quite a lot.
Yeah,
I thought you guys were NPCs then.
Yeah. Nope. You get to be a Dune pretty soon too.
And you get to be a dude. And you get to be a dude.
I've got a custom Dune.
Yeah, if you have a custom Dune, you can use it in a transform race. Oh, that's the only
That's kind of OP.
That's the only time you're allowed to use a custom Dune is in transform races.
Yeah, but you can only change the graphics on it, right?
I think you can put all the turbos and everything on it too.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you mod it at?
I didn't. I bought it off someone.
Yeah, I bought mine off of someone too. It's some sort of glitch that they do, a merge glitch.
Yeah, if you want to buy it off me after this playlist, you're more than welcome to.
Where you just put it? Where do you put it?
It just
you can put it in any garage you want. But there's nothing you can do to it. You can't customize it yourself. You have to take it the way it is. So whoever you buy it from, that's the way it's going to be. There's nothing you can do to it. Oh man! I got head on. That hurt me bad. That was no match for a trophy truck in the Vagrant. That trophy truck shot me way back.
Vagrant against anything is usually not going to be any advantage.
I was trying to work out if Hanneman uses modded props, because on some of his older jobs there's props that make no sense.
I don't think so.
Like, got removed?
I don't remember ever seeing any modded props in his jobs.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking, you know, or were they props that were in the game once that are removed? But there's some props that are on his jobs that are definitely not in Creator anymore.
Oh, but they used to be?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, if they were in the Creator, yeah, you should be able to still use them. You probably just can't update the jobs then. Oh!
Oh, somebody! Oh!
Man, I head on. Yeah, that motorcycle was no match for my Dune.
Dude, he was starting to catch up to me too.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I slowed him down for you. He's probably mad at me now. He's like, yeah, just wait till I get my Dune, I'll get you back. Oh, shit. Well, we kind of got spread out on this one. It's like everyone's driving different vehicles all the time. Yeah, imagine this in a big lobby. It'd be chaos.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a de facto banger.
Oh shit!
Ah shit! Oh, second time! Oh, it put me back! Oh, now you just caught. Oh man, you just put me back in a second.
You know, I was trying to avoid you, and you.
I know.
You went the same direction as me.
I know. I was. Yeah. It's like once I got started on that line, I couldn't really do anything after that point. Oh, he fucking sneaky Pete cut one of those corners. He cut the corner right after the Tool Town.
Oh.
Yeah,
you know.
He just jumped like he just got like 2 seconds on me on that. Oh, you sneaky fuck.
Guys, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to hit the sack.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll send you the that track link for Sanking. No, what was it? Smuggler's Run 4. The verified job. You'll like
okay.
it.
All right.
Yeah, take it easy. See you later, dude.
Yeah, have a good one. Yeah. Cheers. Good racing.
Take care, dude.
What to listen to.
If you find my vault thread on the forum, you can find links to pretty much all the jobs I've used.
We'll give it take another stab at it later.
Grand Sonora, okay. Oh, Off-Road Brawl, okay. This is the one you liked from last week. Well, I think you forgot to bookmark this one last week. Off-Road Brawl.
Oh. I also forgot to bookmark the last one.
Well, now you have another chance to bookmark it because we're going to play it again. We're doing 3 laps. Yeah.
Do you have like another race, like series of races, also called Off-Road Brawl, that are different?
Yeah, I have the PS4 versions of Off-Road Brawl. They don't have the little number 2 next to my signature.
Yeah, okay.
So if you see that in little number 2, that means it was made on PS5.
Ah.
And if it doesn't have a number 2, it's the PS4 version.
Oh, can you extend it? Be right back.
Yeah, so I made 5 Off-Road Brawls on PS4. Classic off, slipstream off, okay. Turn grid. Wait, did he say extend it? I think he did. Okay, Lewis rank works first.
Oh, I'm back.
Just in time.
Did we do this in Izzy's last week?
No, we did it in the trophy trucks last week.
Is that the option on this one for off-roads?
Like, yeah, it was what, trophy truck, desert raid, and Ratel.
Right, so is the Izzy, is it tier 1 or, well, no, it's tier 1, right?
Well, this track is tier 2. I have tier 2. I have locked roofs on the tier 1 one.
Okay, all right.
And then off-road on tier 1 is going to be the Draugr and Monstrosity. Oh, and Camacho's in there too, yeah.
Oh, I want to do that one too. Alright, I gotta remember the bookmark.
And I got Terminus on this one too for off-road.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably put this on Saturday. I really like this track.
This one with the trophy trucks, or you want the one with the Draugr?
I like doing. I mean, I'm just doing in this one. I'm not gonna worry about which one right now. I'm just erasing. But I am gonna put one of these on for Friday, and it feels pretty good in the Izzy.
Friday. What's on Friday?
It's Friday, Saturday.
Oh. Yeah, Izzy works good on here too. Yeah, off-road and Izzy. Yeah, they're probably the two best classes. I do got like STX for the muscles, and it's not the best. It's not the best off-road.
Carouse would be, I mean, probably be fun. I don't know. I'll probably have to. I'm gonna have to. Maybe you can fire up the tier 1 for like 1 lap after the playlist, and then I can bookmark both of them.
Okay, you want to try it with the lock Carouse?
Yeah. Or monstrosity. I'm not picky. I don't necessarily assume that the monstrosity would be the best. I just love driving it.
Yeah, monstrosity's fast, but it's harder to handle.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like an off-road version of like the OG GTO setup before they upgraded it or whatever. Fixed the vehicle tags. OG GTO.
Yeah, I want to rebuild all the off-road brawls on PS5. I've only done the first one so far.
Yeah, this one just is, I mean, it's just, you're just right in the pocket on the whole race. You hit the lines, like it's just like butter.
Yeah, this is a big improvement over the PS4 version.
A nice little kind of bank slalom part.
Yeah, that's not even in the PS4 version. I don't even have that bank slalom section.
Still trying to figure out a line leading up into that big Olympic arch. What checkpoint? Not what checkpoint are we on? Like 19 or 18 or something?
Yeah. I think I usually just go straight up the middle and kind of go
right up the gullet.
Yeah, right to the, kind of jump all a little over to the right side of it. Yeah, I think this left route is quicker than the right route.
Yep. You
don't have to make that sharp right turn.
The first one.
Yeah.
Skitty. See, this is where doing that half pipe race so many times over the last couple of weeks really starts paying off.
What half pipe race?
No, the half pipe race. That downhill one that we finished off with on, you know, the big half pipe going downhill on Saturday. Didn't sound like you were a huge fan.
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember it.
It's that big, it's downhill. It's like a big snowboard half pipe. It's white.
Oh, Genopa's. Oh.
Yeah, Genopa's. Yeah, the glacier glider. That's it.
I've done that race so many times.
Yeah, you're like the world record holder.
Yeah, that world record is so old that we beat it every time.
Doesn't matter, you're still the world record holder.
Genopa needs to update that. Yeah, that's another creator. He just stopped a few months ago. We never heard from him again.
Oh, makes cool tracks.
Yeah, he used to update his tracks all the time.
Yeah, that is a sweet track though. That's some buttery goodness right there. I can't believe it's not butter.
I guess Saphir RR Kalash has a custom dune too. He was asking me if I wanted to buy it. Okay.
Bookmark. Oh, thank you very much.
You remembered.
What? Yeah. Just in the... I almost got distracted by the song that came on. I'm like, oh, that's a sweet groove.
Okay, what we got? Black Gold Rally. Do 3 laps of sedans.
Oh, Undertaker, alright. I think I've done some of his races before, or 1 or 2 of his races.
Yeah, I've done quite a few of his.
Looks vaguely familiar. What was that Transforming race name again?
By Handyman? Let's see.
Grand
Grand Sonora Dakar.
Dakar, that's right. Okay, I just can't remember Dakar and Hanamon. I can find that pretty easy. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Reinhardt or Tailgater S.
I only got the Reinhardt to choose from.
Oh, you don't have a Tailgater S, huh? That's a good one to have, actually.
The sedans are still a little obscure for me. Like I'm not as deep on those as I am like sports and sports classics and off-roads. You know, I got the
Tailgater S was the king for a while for rally tracks until the Reinhardt came along. But they're actually pretty close. The Reinhardt and the Tailgater S are pretty close. But sometimes if you play an older job that hasn't had the Reinhardt added yet, you still want to have a Tailgater S.
That makes sense. I do love the paint job on this one. Really came out.
Yeah, it's like a green apple.
Yeah, it's funny that it's got like this orange overcoat pearlescent that like it does weird chromatic diffraction with the
candy apple green.
Something like that. I kind of think of it more like a orangey limesicle.
It's a lime otter pop.
Otter
pop.
I don't know what's an otter pop.
All those frozen icicles, frozen.
Is it like the big ones? They're like.
It's kind of like a tube shape. It's a frozen.
Yeah, it's in a big tube. Like there's no stick. It's just it's just a big old stick of
stick of frozen ice that's flavored.
Yeah, ice water, like sugar ice water.
Yeah, sugar ice water. Yeah.
Or just sugar ice.
Yeah, I remember we used to have those a lot when I was a kid, and they're still around. We still make them.
Dude, I've got a fucking hilarious story about one of those.
An Otter Pop?
Yes. I didn't know that was the name of those, but I am very familiar with them. Like, we used to my parents used to get them a lot when I was a kid. And so, like, when I was 4 or 5 years old, at some point, I you know how when you're a kid, you just get in these phases where you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this like this, or like that, right? So I had this phase where I used to like to see how fast I could eat a banana, right? And try to do it in like 2 or 3 bites. And so it was like this really hot day, sometime in July, probably later July. And I'm like 5 years old and hanging out in the back deck. Parents are, you know, in the yard, futzing around with gardening or whatever. And I decided, I'm like, oh my god, it's so hot. I'm gonna go I'm gonna, you know, get one of those Otter Pops and, you know, eat it. So I go to the freezer, pull out a blue
3 bites?
one. I pull out a blue one, and I go back out to the deck, and I peel this thing, and then I start looking at it, and then fucking super genius, power of association, right? Like, these things are kind of like a big straight blue banana. And I can eat a banana in 3 bites. I bet you if I really tried, I could probably do this in 3 bites. So, like, I fucking peel the thing, and then I just I get like 2 bites in, and I'm like chewing on it, and I get such a bad ice cream headache, I literally just completely and utterly blacked out. Fucking just completely blacked out. And I'm sitting on like the kind of one of those fold back lawn reclining. It's like not just a chair. It's like a straight couch, right? And I'm sitting on one of those, and I fucking so when I black out, I pitch forward and to the right, do a face plant in the deck, and I like put one of my, you know, I got like baby front teeth, and I put one of my front teeth through my lip into the deck, and it sticks into the deck, and it like falls out when I get rolled over. Yeah, so I'm totally blacked out when all that happens, and I'm like 5 years old, right? So then I wake up an undetermined amount of time later. It's probably only about like half a minute or a minute later, if that. My mom's over me, completely and utterly freaking out, being all like, oh my god, what did you do? What did you do? And then I can hear my dad off to the left, off to the side, and he's actually puking his guts up, and I like look down, and I am literally fucking covered with blood all the way down to my knees. And then I thought my mom was bleeding all over me, and I like pushed her away, and she's like, no, you're the one that's bleeding. And then like the shock hit me, and I ended up having to get fucking stitches in my lip, and
what the
ridiculous.
fuck?
I know. I almost killed, and my mom said I was out cold for like at least 30 plus seconds, and she said that at one point that she was having trouble finding a pulse, and the doctor was like, well, it's definitely possible his heart might have stopped for a bit. Like, I mean, he was out that cold, like, because, you know, even going into the deck and the tooth coming out didn't even wake me up at first. Like, it's crazy, man. All from a popsicle, an Otter Pop.
I had no idea brain freeze could be so dangerous.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, that's a lot of ice to try to eat all at once. It was super hot out. I mean, it was like 90 degrees. So, it's not a story I usually...
That's usually the one you tell on your first date.
Yes.
It's always an icebreaker.
Oh yeah, barnstormer. Real fucking Real ice melter. Then I start talking about all my Star Wars collectibles.
Yep. That's always good too.
And then I start talking about all my serial killer memorabilia. I collect World War I German Army regalia.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, reading about history is pretty cool, but fucking collecting shit like that, that's always been a little bit weird. I don't know, that kind of skews me. I'm just like, ew, that's kind of like all that war stuff. Like, there's bad mojo and you know, any stuff that was actually went through the war, especially anything on metal.
Tailgater still got it. Might have been a better choice in this truck just because Tailgater's better at handling technical stuff.
Yeah, the
Reinhardt's kind of
heavy.
understeers.
Yeah, it feels a little heavy, is what it feels like to me. For
the Tailgater is more snappy in the turns. It's easier to drive.
That was a pretty solid one. That's a pretty funky paint job. That must be one of those GTA.
It might be that pearl prismatic pink. I think it might be. It looks like it was prismatic pink.
Yeah, that's kind of. I was thinking of something along those lines.
I missed that month. I didn't get the prismatic pink month.
Oh shit! All right, I like this guy. This guy's races. Oh yeah.
I see. 5 laps.
Nice.
Did you say extend the time?
Yes, please.
So string off.
Start getting the ball rolling for dinner activities. Yeah, this guy's that big Dakar style rally raid track that he has that's like one of my current favorites right now. Like, it's been one of my current favorites for the last couple of months. Ready.
Yeah, I've pretty much scraping the bottom of the barrel for this guy. I've used most of his jobs already. I'm kind of like, I'm starting to dig deep down into his social club, and it's like, I don't know, because there's starting to be some older races that haven't been updated for a while. It's like,
yeah,
it's like I've played all the good stuff already. I'm gonna do
Pagali?
Yeah, I'm doing Pagali on this one. Something you don't get to race very much. Remember back in the old school days, this used to be the sports classic to use before they came out with the faster ones.
This is still a moderately used car for me. Like, I only got it in the last year. I
told Teddy yesterday, it's like, yeah, we're going to have a Pagali race tonight. He said, oh, I'm going to come. I want to join.
I hope he's getting better. Oh, shit.
Says it's still a little bit
under the
rain.
weather.
Yep, night and the rain.
Dang.
The other guy to go with, he got it's a Macheli, I think. Yeah, Macheli should be slower. The 190 should be a close match, the Bengali. Oh, love the pit signs that explode when you crash into them. Woo!
Yeah, I hit that.
That was a tricky corner. I almost hit those hay bales. I got so close.
No, I bounced off the hay bales and not to any good effect.
Oh, I like driving through these trees. It looks cool at night in the rain. Oh, lost one of my headlights. Dang it. Yeah, Astro hasn't been active for a while. It was active for a little bit, updated a bunch of jobs, and then the last maybe 3 months.
How many jobs does he have?
He has quite a few jobs. He updated a few of them like a few months ago, and then he hasn't updated anything since. Yeah, I liked it when he was putting all the units, and it was so funny seeing the other people driving around in the other trucks. The NPCs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like on that Dakar rally that he did.
Yeah, he did a lot of his tracks where there was other racers for going along with you. It was pretty fun.
Does he have any more rally raid tracks?
Yeah, he has a few.
I know there's one of them that's like locked to rebels. And
a lot of the shorter ones I've played here, because some of them are pretty short. He has some short ones that they only take like 4 or 5 minutes to do. So I've been putting them in this playlist.
What's this got for on the sports class? You know?
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. That little jog turn thing is vicious in the rain and the dark.
Yeah, once you know it's there, then you can be ready for it.
I'm ready for it, but I'm not hitting it smooth or anything. I'm like, you know, practically coming to a dead stop.
Looks like
and then turning.
Looks like the other guy decided to sit this one out. Oh, he left. Oh, never mind.
Cool. Either gold or silver. Your only two options. That time I hit it okay. Not the next turn so much. hole. I like the Pigali, but it's not exactly nimble.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it turns good, but it's you know, you can feel the weight in it. No, definitely not like a Mark II. And Mark
Hi,
II, you
bro,
could probably
if it is
almost...
okay.
What's that?
I was reading my comments in the live chat.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. Perfect. Additional options. I think I'll just leave it on non-contact.
Fucking mute button. So this is an actual RC race.
This is RC Bandito, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week we did part 1, and this is part 2, so this is a different one than we did last week.
Okay, alright. We did part 2 last week?
No, we did part 1 last week.
Part 1 last week?
Yeah, this is part 2.
That wasn't the one that's down at Vespucci Beach, is it?
No, the one we did last week was at the sawmill.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
Yeah, remember it goes inside the sawmill through that little metal chute.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't quite as raised as I thought I was. Just a touch. Oh, it's a bandito duel. Dueling banditos. Ooh. Oh man.
That slow down strip make you go sideways?
Yeah, it threw me into a spin right there. Holy sh! Wow, I've had it's really pretty good recoveries on that downhill stretch. That was nuts. Oh wait, we're going this way. Fuck.
Oh, I thought you were going for the soccer balls.
I thought we were going up that trail to the left.
Oh. I was like, oh, soccer balls. I'm gonna go get those.
Yeah. Let's hit the balls.
I was thinking about hitting them too. I was wondering how much effect they would have on the Dito. Would it just make this car stop, or would they actually push him out of the way?
Oh, yeah. Probably a little bit of both. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I landed it! Almost. Oh, braking in these things is a fine art that I don't quite I haven't mastered yet.
Yeah, I think it's just basically just letting off the throttle and let it slow down on its own.
That's what I mean, that's my main approach, but there's times where I realize that I didn't let off early enough, and so it's like, I'll just tap the brakes, and then it's just all like, oh, alright, which way do you want a fishtail? To the left or the right? It's like the fishtail button.
Oh!
Oh. Oh. You got all the balls.
It did slow me down quite a bit, though.
I bet. Well, did you hit one, or did you keep hitting it after did you hit it once and then drove into it after it hit the next ball?
Well, each ball I hit slowed me down even more and more.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
But I was able to go through them all. And then I spun out. I think I spun out like right before the last ball and had to get going again.
The abominable snowman takes it for the food.
Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah, well, thanks for hosting.
And we do got a poll on the forum if you want to vote for your favorite jobs.
You want to fire up that tier
Oh yeah.
1? Just a lap. Just
Okay.
a lap.
Jobs, play jobs, my jobs, stunt races. Off-road. Where's it at? Off-road brawl, ST1.
I'm still in the clouds.
Okay, you want to do Draugr or do you want to do La Crue?
Let's do the cruise.
Okay.
Carew. I'm still initializing.
Sports.
All right.
Made it out of the clouds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a
I'm just
party invite.
I just joined on you.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Nice.
Cruise.
You can add the castigator to this, or is that tier 2? Or tier... Wait, you said it's ST1 is like... That's the highest?
Yeah, this will be the fastest one. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe I haven't done the Cascador yet, so yeah, either this one or ST2. I'll have to see how it compares to those other vehicles, see which one's faster. I'll have to do a test to see.
Because, I mean, it was a
Because I think on ST2 I got Rebla and the regular Astron. So this one would be the HSW Astron Custom and the Tauros. So I don't know if the Cascader's faster than those or not.
Seems like it has way better acceleration than either of those.
Yeah, Cascader's supposed to be one of the best SUVs. It might be number 1, I can't remember. Yeah, at least on Browfie's test. Woo! I shot through there pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
This car gets some air, man. Flies over those jumps.
Yeah, it's so quiet. Oh, that didn't work out.
Yeah, Monstrosity go far off the jumps too on this track. And the Reinhardt too. They got Reinhardt for the sedans.
Yeah, I saw that.
I like just going straight up the middle.
Right up the gut.
Between the 2 checkpoints.
So yeah, the Carouse, you end up hitting the flats for the most part. But in that tier 1, the Izzy's were kind of that line.
It really flies off this big drop. You can get just good air there. You can almost go all the way to the bottom.
This reminds me a little bit of Dopetopia.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like Dopetopia crossed with it's like a little bit of MG and I think Drummer 4D.
Got some good air coming off that ramp too.
Oh fuck, I actually landed on the wall, even though I was like, in an Izzy, I would have been fine.
Oh, did you go up the right side?
I went a little bit to the right, and I ended up just...
Yeah, I put those speed boosts on the left side to encourage people to go up the left side.
Yeah.
Because if you go up that right side, you will hit that wall on the right.
Sweet track. I like that in the Carouse. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, it works pretty good. It works good in the Draugr and Monstrosity. Monstrosity is a little more challenging.
Yeah. Oh, wow, okay, I can bookmark it now. Since I had recently played.
Oh, you did play? You have to go back.
Dude, my blood sugar drops, so when that happens, I'm stupid until I eat. A little bit past dinner time. But I'm gonna check my recently played before I